and welcome to Magical Musings. I'm Nefer Kefri, and I'm here today with your Choose a Card Tarot reading. Today's reading is going to be with the Lightseers Tarot by Chris Ann, published by Hay House. This immediately became one of my favorite decks. So without further ado, I always shuffle on camera so you can see my readings are real, never canned. I focus on the energy for the collective, and I ask that 3 cards be given to us. And your job is to choose either 1 or 2 cards, depending upon the complexity of your question or issue. 1 or 2 cards. And you'll have a few seconds to do that once I lay them on the table face down, and then I will interpret each card in turn. So here we go for your Choose a Card reading. I also always stipulate these readings are for any time, not just the week of the upload. I always shuffle with the intention that this reading is for the viewer whenever they find the reading. Here we go. I cut the deck 3 times, once for each card, and I draw the card from the bottom of the cut for that card position of the spread. 3-card spread. Here's card number 1. Card number 2. And card number 3. Alrighty, and I will tilt the cards so you will not see the glare from my ring light. I do apologize about that. Not much I can do about it. But we need to have the card images well illuminated. Here's, go ahead and concentrate, card 1, 2, or 3. Card number 1 is, oh, it's the Ace of Wands. This is fantastic. Aces in the tarot, they always represent the beginning of new things. And each suit of the minor arcana represents a different area of everyday mundane life. The wands represent physical energy, whatever we're passionate about, public speaking, using communication effectively, that sort of thing. So the ace is a new start. And what I'm getting, this particular ace in this deck, it always makes me think of putting our thoughts into actions. You see how she has her eyes closed? It's like she's deep in thought, deep in meditation. And here's this flame, which is just above her third eye. Her third eye is actually right here. But there's this flame of inspiration. It's when inspiration strikes. So it's like if you've been feeling kind of stuck for a while or not sure about what to do about something, inspiration is coming. And it would benefit you to quiet your mind, kind of go within for a few minutes, and just ask your angels and your spirit guides, please send me the inspiration I need for X question or X situation. And thank them. And then just stay still for a few minutes, see if anything strikes you. It may not strike you at that exact time, you know, because our angels and our spirit guides, they have their own ways for communicating with us. In the hustle and bustle of everyday lives, our brains are just too busy during the day. So the most common time our angels and spirit guides give us messages are when we're asleep, in our dreams, and also in that liminal space between sleeping and waking. When your conscious mind is just coming back online, you know, you're real drowsy. And I bet you dollars to donuts, there are many times that you feel a thought or an idea come in. And you're like, where did that come from? But hey, that sounds pretty good. That's coming from your angels or your spirit guides. So pay attention to that liminal time because inspiration's definitely coming. And this is a little seed of inspiration, but it's going to lead to something big. That's what the Ace of Wands is talking about. Excuse me while I get a drink here. Card number 2 is the Two of Wands. Oh my goodness. In numerical order here. Again, same area of life is being talked about here. And the twos in the tarot are all about balance and harmony. And they're balance and harmony between the various areas of our lives that are seemingly in contradiction with one another or don't mesh well, like work and play, you know, that sort of thing. And so here she is, she's holding one wand, the other one's propped up against a wall, and she's looking out the window. And she has a globe here. There's a picture of a Volkswagen van and a surfboard here, you know, the ultimate hippie vehicle. And she's looking, she's got kind of like a wistful look on her face as she looks out the window. This represents someone who's wondering, what's out there? What's out there that I'm missing? You might feel like there's something missing from your life or something that's incomplete, but maybe you can't quite put your finger on it. Then again, you may know exactly what it is, and it may have something to do with travel, because the globe, the van, these are symbols of travel here. So, you know, it's coming into spring right now. Maybe you're thinking this summer you're going to go somewhere, or maybe you're going to go somewhere during spring break, because that's like, I think it's this week. I'm recording this March 17th, 2025. And by the way, happy St. Patrick's Day. So that's what it could be. You know, you're off to new adventures, and she's feeling kind of in the doldrums. Like her life has become too ordinary. This is a person who's looking for adventure. So you're seeking adventure, you're seeking something new, and it's right there in your hand. You just need to focus your attention and decide what it is you'd like to do, or where it is you would like to go, and then take proper steps in that direction. Now we have card number 3. Oh, geez. It was going really good there, my friends, really good. And now we have card number 3. I am going to have to draw an additional card on this one. This is a card of the Major Arcana. The Major Arcana cards in the Tarot are the cards numbered from 0 to 22. They represent spiritual forces that enter our lives at any given time to help us to master spiritual and karmic lessons. This is card number 16, the Tower. The Tower is struck by lightning. The Tower is an edifice that we've built on our lives. And the lightning comes to knock it down because for some reason, that edifice is no longer serving our highest good. But we can't see that, or we're unwilling to see that, and we're unwilling to make necessary changes. So the lightning comes along to tear down the edifice, tear down this tower, but we can always rebuild from the rubble, and we can rebuild something that is bigger and better and suits our highest good. That's what this is a message of. And what I'm getting here in general, and I remember this is in general for the collective, but the thought, the impression that's coming into me right now is this is about work and career for pretty much anyone who's chosen this card. There is something about your chosen profession that is no longer serving you, but it's like the money's there. You know what I'm saying? It's the money that's keeping you in place there. But the activity of that career or of that job is no longer serving your highest good. Or it could be that the energy of the place or the energy of the company is pulling on your energy and dragging your own energy down. No one needs that either. Now, we are currently in a Mercury retrograde, and I did not check the date. I'll put it across the screen when I go to upload the video along the bottom here of when it started in March and when it's going to end. And Mercury retrograde is never a good time to make big decisions in life. Mercury retrograde, that's when it appears to the naked eye that Mercury is moving backwards in its orbit. It really isn't. It's an optical illusion caused by the shadows of the Earth and the Moon. And so it's not moving backwards, but in astrology, Mercury rules over communication, technology, travel. And since it rules over communication, it's also connected to relationships, any type of interpersonal relationship where there's communication going on. And that can be your romantic partners, family, friends, work, the whole thing, okay? So that's why during retrograde periods, Mercury retrograde, it's never a good time to look for a new job, because usually anything that is started during a retrograde period for Mercury is not going to succeed or will not come fully to fruition. So if you're thinking of changing jobs, think again. Just take time. Take your time. Pay attention to the end date of Mercury retrograde. And about 2 weeks after that, because Mercury goes into a little shadow period where the energy is just kind of, wibbly wobbly, as Doctor Who would say. So you don't want to say, oh, Mercury, it goes direct today. That means today I can start looking for a job. No, wait about 2 weeks after, because that's the length of time it takes Mercury's energy to settle back down to what is normal for that planet. So wait 2 weeks until after the retrograde period is over, and then you can start looking if that is what you intend to do. If this is not about job or career, it could be about a relationship, but I really don't get any relationship vibes from this. I'm getting either it's job, career, or it's something that you've been regularly doing for a long, long time that you need to change up. Perhaps it's your diet, or maybe it's a habit you need to drop because it's not good for you. I really can't say anything specific, because again, it's a reading for the collective. But it's something you've been doing that no longer serves your highest good, and you just need to knock it down, get rid of it, and rebuild. So that is what I'm seeing for this week's Choose a Card reading. I hope that you've gotten something out of this. If you have, please drop a like and a comment below to let me know. I appreciate you all so much. This is Neferkefri of Magical Musings, wishing you a blessed day ahead.